All right, we are live. And I'm getting feedback. Why would that be? Okay, how's that? Just checking in here. This is going to be a test. I want to find out if we are, in fact, live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. It looks like we are live on TikTok. I can see that. Let's see about Facebook. You go to my page. It does indeed look like I am live. And it tells me I'm live. That's good. All right, so I'm looking live at Facebook. Mikey, thanks for joining. A little bit different tonight. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So feel free to let everybody know. Let me know if there is a question that you have about hypnosis. That is what we're here to discuss. I see Golden Girl has joined in. So far, TikTok is well ahead. Jack, thanks for joining. I see a few more people rolling in. For those of you that are just joining, we're live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. If you have questions about hypnosis, that is what we are here to discuss. And depending on how long we stay on, we will probably also look at doing some actual hypnosis through the screen. So, for everybody again joining in, my name is Sean Kostyk. It says Captain right there. That is definitely one of my many nicknames, but I am a hypnotist. I have been a hypnotist for a number of years. And so if you have questions about hypnosis, please feel free to drop those in the chat. I see lots of people joining in. So hopefully we get a good conversation going. We'll see what's going on here. You're going to have to bear with me. I am, in fact, getting used to all of these different controls. This is the first time I've live streamed on all three platforms at the same time. Facebook, YouTube usually is not so much the issue. YouTube tells me that we're live as well, so that's great. But for those of you that have joined on TikTok, feel free to drop it in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you want to know about hypnosis. Tonight's first test at the live stream, so hopefully everything pans out and we go from there. But I want to make sure that we've got everything set because eventually we are going to roll out the Hypnosis Hero podcast here on TikTok as well. So that'll be a good one. I see lots of people joining. I haven't seen anybody send anything through the chat yet. So if you have, I apologize. I'm not seeing it, but do. There we go. Please do let me know that you've joined in and that you're sticking around. Okay, Eric. Yeah, I was on at 2 p.m. my time. Remember, we bumped it back a couple of hours, so I did send you a follow-up email. So go ahead and book again. Let me know if there's another time that you're open. Maybe tomorrow afternoon I'm on the road again, but tomorrow morning I would probably be available to do the call. Peter, yes, I am. I am a hypnotist. I have been for more than 10 years. Pretty soon I'll be able to say more than 12 years, but definitely have been around for a while, both on the what people would technically term the clinical side versus the um, comedy stage show side. Definitely branching out into that area as well. All right. So, like I said, this is a little bit of a test. Hopefully, everything is showing up okay on TikTok land. I see I'm going to need another screen by the looks of it here. Uh, Come back here. We need this. Okay, I'm going to have to get my third screen going when I do this next time. Why don't we put this over here? Do this right here like that. There we go. All right. All right, now I think I'm organized. Okay, there we go. Yes, so any questions about hypnosis, feel free to drop them in the chat. Like I said, we're broadcasting for the first time on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok all at the same time. The second and fourth Mondays of every month, Jim Kellner, Brian Bay, and myself have a live stream and record it as a podcast for later. But we live stream the Hypnosis Hero podcast, and we all three of us are hypnotists, and all three of us will interview a fourth hypnotist who is in fact the hero of the night. So get this kind of, there we go. Caller's going a little crazy. Okay, there we go. So again, any questions that you have about hypnosis, feel free to drop them in the chat. I am, again, more than happy to answer those questions. And, one of the cool things about me is that one of my many plethora, whatever word you want to use there, jobs in my background and in my repertoire is I've been a trainer, a manager, a teacher, an IT manager, and consultants, and a meat cutter, which is kind of maybe the oddball. But I can definitely talk about a lot of different things. What I want to know is what you want to know. What do you want to know about hypnosis? And what I find interesting is, of course, Facebook and YouTube. I have this wonderful little window inside of Wave, which is the tool that I'm using to broadcast with, live stream with. And it's working out quite well. I can see any Facebook comments, I can see any YouTube comments, but I don't see any of the TikTok comments. So that will be something I'll have to keep an eye on when we do those broadcasts, and definitely something that I want to keep an eye on when I do my my lives here as well. So looks like Crikey LOL. I'm assuming that's how I pronounce it, but if I muffed it or missed it, feel free to correct me. But appreciate the likes. This chat window is a little bit different than a regular. Like when I just go live on TikTok, the chat window is a little bit different. It's telling me absolutely everything that's going on inside the room. Yeah, well, this is my first time doing all three platforms at the same time, and it's really tonight is just a little bit of a test. I'll probably end this live and just go live on TikTok in a few minutes. I just wanted to see what the technical issues were around jumping on and going live. So with all three, and now that I have a feel for it, it should be fairly straightforward. Um, I think one of the interesting things that I'm seeing here is that there isn't quite as much integration with TikTok as I was hoping there would be, and that could be a little bit of a. It's not so much a huge. It's not a showstopper, but it is a little bit of a drawback because now I have to monitor two different chat windows, which isn't a bad thing. That just means that you know a third monitor is required. So fortuitously, I have a third monitor that's a travel monitor, and I can hook that up when I go live like this. So, and I will plan accordingly that I know I am going to need a third monitor. Asking, is it possible to change your ways, habits in just minutes? Yes, it is. Uh, Most people would say that change is only a decision away. Um, I would not at all disagree with that. But here's the thing: I've had people come in to quit smoking, for example. Uh, the habit of smoking is one of our best um, success rates as a group of hypnotists. Like the stats are somewhere north of 85% success rate. Um, Most people will come in, smoke as a smoker. They may smoke their last cigarette right before the session. Next thing you know, boom, we're done the session and they're not smoking anymore. So, did we actually change their minds? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I thought you might. Good evening, Jen. How are you? Thanks for joining in. This is my live test. I'm actually live right now on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you hit my YouTube channel or my Facebook page, you should see exactly the same thing. Maybe with a little bit of a delay. I'm noticing a little bit. It's funny because I'm watching two different windows here. TikTok doesn't quite integrate with the tool that I'm using to live cast with. So I'm gonna have to see if there's a different tool that I need to use to make the integration go just a little bit smoother. But yeah, this is actually minus the glasses. This is actually my stage look. This is when I walk out on stage. This is what I look like. And I'll toss the hat away or something like that. And then hopefully there's not as much glare, but depends on the lighting. And this just helps my eyes, because there is quite a little bit of light coming through there. But yeah, hope Saturday and your weekend is going well. Um, are you going live later tonight or tomorrow? Craigie LL is asking, is it possible to change mindset? I overthink and I'm negative and I don't want to. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is. 100% it is. Here's the thing about doing the mindset work. Uh, I've seen this happen in a bunch of different ways, but we talk about hypnosis. It plays in the areas of behaviors, beliefs, and emotions. So when you're doing the mindset work, you have to ask yourself as a person, what, how do you show up? Do you think, act, feel? Do you think, feel, act? Do you act, think, and feel? There's a bunch of combinations there, and so depending on what that combination is and what you want to adjust, in particular, if it's overthinking and not acting, there are ways that we can help you with creating the mindset of think and then act instead of think and rethink. And negativity, yep, and avoidance. Uh, the avoidance piece probably stems from a fear. The fear of a result, fear of a particular result, which usually is failure, because failure has been demonized. And we have the education system to thank for that. As a teacher, I will apologize profusely for that, because failure shouldn't be demonized. Failure should just be uh, framed as, okay, it didn't work this time. Let's figure out what didn't work and fix it so that it'll work the next time, right? But when you're looking at the negative thinking, we'll look at what has impacted your life that has created that negative, and then look at reframing it so that it's either A, not as negative as it has been, or B, if there are things that we can alter so that they are looked at as positives, then you get that counter effect as well. So what it boils down to is, if you're serious about doing the work, I would say jump into my link in bio and book the free strategy session. That's the first step, and then from there we would simply roll and figure out what the best step forward is for you. Okay, I don't want that. Let's see here. Okay, there. Now I'm looking at one window instead of two. All right, Jen, appreciate it. I think I got to say you're probably one of my biggest fans, and of course I've been watching all your videos. And for those of you that haven't followed Jen yet, do follow her. She is what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say serial entrepreneur, because that has some negative connotations to it, but she is on the move. She is a digital marketer, fellow educator, and she is on the road to success. So if you're looking for success and you want tips and tricks, and or if you're looking for the opportunity to start a business, talk to Jen. She's got all kinds of good information there. Digital, okay, online business, digital creator. There you go. All right, we got it. You know what? I have to minimize this other window here. Man, it's weird when you see yourself in two different windows and there's a delay. So we'll get rid of that other window. How did you discover or realize your superpower? I wouldn't necessarily call hypnosis a superpower. The interesting thing about hypnosis is this: if you want to look at it as a power, the power is your ability to control your mind better, and that's always the way that I approach any personal change sessions. Or if you're a professional coming to me, then you're looking to improve something. That's always the way I look at it. Is it's never me controlling. And it should never be me controlling, because if I had the power of mind control, which would be a superpower, I'd probably be retired on an island somewhere, and not necessarily on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. And so, with that in mind, when I look at the utility of hypnosis, there's so much that we can do to improve our own lives, and a lot of it comes from just simply controlling our mind a little bit better. Because if we control our mind better, we actually have influence over our body. We have influence over our emotions, and you will find that as you get to controlling your life better, you're going to have a better quality of life. Jen, I like I said, I think you're probably one of my biggest fans, and certainly appreciate having you in my lives when you're able to attend. Like I said, Jen is a busy uh, creator, and she's on the move all the time. So anytime she's able to pop in, it's always a pleasure to have her here. And when I get a chance to attend one of her lives, I always get something good out of it. So, and if you take a look at Jen's content, she is absolutely killing it with the posts that she's creating and the way she's going about uh, doing the what I'll call the marketing work for her business. All right. I saw I had somebody on Facebook or YouTube for a little bit. They must not have. They must have just stopped in just to see if Sean was actually doing something because uh, Sean can be a popular guy. Yeah, I don't know what it is. That has to be in a recent update because that didn't behave like that before, Jen. Like you used to be able to just literally tap like 300 or 400 times on somebody's profile, as they were going live and fire all those likes off. But for some reason now it seems to maybe it's that you're tapping in one spot and it kicks you out or what. But I don't know that's a change in the app for sure. All right. Now, one of the things, because this window is different than the regular chat window, uh, there is a little bit of a lag. Like if I put, I wonder if I can do this here. Let's see. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to share my screen, and it's going to probably get really small. I'm not going to share the audio. But if I move here, this is the main screen, and you see the delay. And it looks like now I'm starting to share myself multiple times, which is kind of a cool effect, but not really the effect that we want. So yeah, there's a good 3-second delay. Yeah, you know what? I'm used to it. When I'm at work, I actually have three screens going at one time. So when I'm at work, I have a big what is it, 43-inch widescreen monitor directly in front of me. Then my laptop screen, and then I have another vertical screen, and I use that one for Teams and for email. I throw that one up there, and also my to do list is there as well. So unless I'm on the move, I've always got three screens going, and it becomes very difficult to work on anything less than two. All right, but like I said, the one thing that is different, like, the regular chat screen will tell me how many people are actually in the live, and I have no idea what's going to happen if I click on any of these other buttons here. All I know is I've been on for 28 minutes, 29 minutes, give or take. And yeah, to me, it's missing. It's missing some of the regular information that we get. So, but that's okay as long as I know there's people out there. I was debating. Now that it's been about 30 minutes, I was debating actually just going live on strictly on TikTok, but I see I've got occasional viewers popping in on Facebook and YouTube figuring out, is this guy worth watching or not? But when they decide that it's time to watch, then I guess we'll see what happens. But okay, I have a question here. One of the advantages of using Wave to stream, let's see here if it works. Okay, so I can show you all these cool little things to say, check out my link in bio to book your free strategy session. But the unfortunate thing is that none of that actually transfers over to TikTok. I literally have to post it twice. Okay. Well, that's another drawback as well. Interesting. But I think what I'm going to do, because I did get all dressed up and fancy, is I'm actually going to stop this broadcast on Wave, unless there's somebody there that really wants to say hi on Facebook or YouTube. Oh, they're on Facebook. Hello, Facebook land. This is a live test. We're on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know who you are, and that way I can test out a couple of things here. Nope, they left. Okay, I think that's good then. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this broadcast, and then I'm going to come on live strictly on TikTok, and we'll carry on with the evening. So for those of you that are in, watch for me to come back, and we will do some live hypnosis in a little bit. I'll see you in about 45 seconds to a minute and a half.